What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Crypto Sherpa Show, where I read you the latest cryptocurrency news articles to keep you up to date on what's going on. And thank you all for being here. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date to all those latest news articles. But what is going on in the space? Like literally just in, Trump pardoned CZ. So I was able to pull up that article last second, but then also, what is Tucker Carlson saying? Saying he'll never buy Bitcoin because it touched the CIA. So we have lots to talk about, plus other altcoin news, or not really altcoin news, just stuff going on in the crypto space. So let's dive right on into the news. Let me share my screen. Oh, I did not get that prepared for us. So I am in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada right now, working at the crypto club out here. So guys, come on, check out the club. We're definitely going to be building it up, improving it. So definitely come check us out. But yeah, let me share the screen with you so we can get on with the news. What is going on? So first up, I don't think I like the shared screen section. Boom, here we go. So first up, JP Morgan expects the Fed to end quantitative tightening next week. So if this does happen, then expect to have like more money printers going burr again. Maybe we're getting some rate cuts happening again. So that is all just bullish news for Bitcoin. So this price, where it's just hovering at $108,000 right now. Yes, it's still hovering there. Let me go back over to that screen. Let's see. So where is Bitcoin at? Sometimes it usually has a nice spike during my show. Oh, it does. So around here at noon, just like yesterday, like it goes up to like 110, 111, and then it's been dropping back down. It's been doing like a kangaroo bouncing market. Come on, load. Let's show us the daily chart of Bitcoin, like how we're moving today. So it's going to load up that data. Let's go to the day chart. And yep, so again, we were just hovering like 108. What was our low yesterday? 107. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. It's just going to look bouncing up and forth. So yeah, it's in like the red. Like the only green we do see is on the 21st, which was on Tuesday. But no, it's just like holding the 110 and the 107, 108. So that's our support level. Let's see if we can blast past it. But again, this is bullish news because of the because of the quantitative tightening. If it ends, it's bullish. So, okay, what else is new? Let's say just a big thank you, though, to Turning Point USA for coming out to our Boston, Massachusetts club. Yeah, so it was a great event. You can watch the show on Bitcoin Ben's channel. It was streamed live, and it's up there. But our Turning Point event with speaker Anthony St. Pierre, with his high school speakers, Grace and Matt, were terrific. Also wonderful to have our CEO, Dr. Jay Bose, fly in from Miami. And we got some photos here. Let's check out the event. That's Ed Albert. He is our operator up in Massachusetts. So if you sign up for a club up there, you will be meeting him. And there's Jay, our CEO. He flew in. And then the crowd. It was a nice crowd that showed up. Was there any other photos? Yep, so a few more pics. Let's take a look at the club. The club is beautiful in Massachusetts, so you should definitely try to stop into any one of our clubs we have. We have Sarasota, where I'm from. We got Nashville, Massachusetts that we're seeing. And then we also have Dallas and Las Vegas, and more coming. But all right, let's continue on with the news, because like I said, CZ was pardoned by Trump. So this was breaking news literally just now. So let's start reading these news articles so we can stay informed on what's going on. So breaking: Donald Trump pardoned CZ. Is the BNB price about to skyrocket? Let's find out. But Trump pardons Binance founder CZ following months of lobbying efforts, as Wall Street Journal reports pardon linked to CZ boosting the Trump family's crypto venture. So now the CZ really does have the right to do business again. Now, President Donald Trump pardoned Changpeng Zhao, the convicted founder of the crypto exchange Binance, on Wednesday, following months of efforts by Zhao to boost the Trump family's own crypto company, according to people familiar with the matter cited by the Wall Street Journal. Now, Trump recently indicated to advisors that he was sympathetic to arguments of political persecution related to Zhao and others. And one person said that Zhao pleaded guilty in November 2023 to failing to maintain an effective anti-money laundering program at Binance, resulting in his resignation as CEO and a $50 million fine. Now, Binance itself was fined $4.3 billion as part of this settlement, one of the largest corporate penalties in U.S. history, and the U.S. District Judge Richard Jones sentenced Zhao to 4 months in prison in April 2024, far lighter than the 36 months sought by the Department of Justice. Now, the pardon follows intense discussions within the White House that reportedly ramped up in October, with financial journalist Charles Gasparino, and reporting that people close to Zhao said Trump is leaning toward a pardon, despite concerns about optics given the president's business interest in crypto. Now, many Trump insiders believe the fraud case against Changpeng Zhao, known in the digital space simply as CZ, was pretty weak and certainly not something that merited a felony charge and jail time. So CZ is pardoned, he can do business again, and who knows, maybe there will be some type of partnership or event going on with him and Trump. So we're just going to have to wait to find out how this rolls out. But what else is going on in the crypto space? I did mention like Tucker Carlson suggested Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto may have ties to the CIA, but why does that even matter? Like at this point, it really doesn't matter in Bitcoin's time and history. We're coming up to 17 years on the Bitcoin white paper when Satoshi Nakamoto first introduced it to us. But again, it's just the blueprint and outline of how the code runs. And again, the whole system about Bitcoin and crypto is about don't trust, verify. So, and you can do that with the code as long as it's work and we see it works. Does it even matter like if Satoshi Nakamoto had ties with the CIA, or is Satoshi Nakamoto Vitalik Buterin's dad? It's like it does not matter. So let us go through this article and just hear about what Tucker Carlson said when he sent it. I think it was at a Turning Point event. But here, let's go through this article and find out together. So he called Bitcoin a potential scam run by financial elites and said he prefers gold over crypto. But American conservative commentator Tucker Carlson has suggested that Bitcoin's mysterious creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, may be linked to the US intelligence agency. Now, speaking at a Turning Point USA event, this wasn't the one that was in Massachusetts, he wasn't there, but in honor of the late activist Charlie Cook, Carlson said he believes that Bitcoin could be a scam orchestrated by the financial elites and political insiders. Ooh. And now I fear that it will become so many other things in our country, a scam of sorts run by a coalition of the financial beneficiaries, like few people who are getting all the winnings, and the politicians they control who use it to further their control of American society, he told the audience. Now, Tucker Carlson says he trusts gold over mysterious Satoshi. So Carlson admitted that he has never trusted Bitcoin, calling himself a gold buyer. He questioned how investors could put faith in an asset whose creator remains anonymous. Now, nobody can explain to me who Satoshi was, the mysterious guy who apparently died, but nobody knows who he was, Carlson said. Well, that's the first time I heard Satoshi died. We don't know anything about Satoshi, so how can you claim he died? But I grew up in DC, primarily in government family, so CIA, that's my guess. Can't prove it, but you're telling me to invest in something whose founder is mysterious and has billions of dollars of unused Bitcoin? What is that? Now, Nakamoto, whose 2008 white paper introduced the concept of decentralized digital money, mined Bitcoin's first block in January 2009 and disappeared soon after. More than 15 years later, their identity remains one of the internet's greatest mysteries. According to Arkham's intelligence wallet attributed to Satoshi, who's hold roughly 1.096 million Bitcoin, worth around $100 billion at the price, Carlson's comments come as Bitcoin trades near $108,800, up slightly on the day, but steady over the week. Now, his skepticism contrasts sharply with the growing institutional embrace of Bitcoin, which is now backed by several US-approved ETFs and major financial firms. Now, Bitcoiners pushed back against Carlson. However, Bitcoiners were quick to push back. Marty Bent, founder of media outlet TFTC, said Carlson's theories misses Bitcoin's core principle. It doesn't matter if the CIA created Bitcoin, even if it didn't, in parentheses, but anyone can audit the code to see if it works as intended. That's all that matters, Bent wrote on X, and that's what I told you in the beginning. But here's Marty Bent. Tucker Carlson will come around when he realizes that it doesn't matter if the CIA created Bitcoin. Even if the CIA did, which it didn't, anyone who is so driven and capable can audit the code to determine whether it does what it's supposed to do. And that is all that matters. And then there is a little video playing of why he won't buy Bitcoin. But Jack Mallers, the CEO of Strike, added that Carlson simply doesn't understand Bitcoin, emphasizing that its transparency and open source nature make it resistant to centralized control regardless of who Satoshi was. Now here is Jack Mallers' tweet on X. If you think knowing who created Bitcoin matters, you don't understand it. Bitcoin is open source. Nobody has special rights, and everyone can verify that. It doesn't matter who created Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a neutral technology like math. Who invented math? At Tucker Carlson. Yeah, who did do that? But in June, an unknown wallet transferred $20,000 worth of Bitcoin to Nakamoto's Genesis block address, marking the largest movement to the Bitcoin's creator's wallet in 4 months. Analysts from Arkham Intelligence said that the transaction may have been either an accident exchange withdrawal or deliberate tribute from an early Bitcoin supporter honoring Nakamoto. The recent transfer follows a pattern of periodic large donations to Satoshi's wallet, often linked to exchange withdrawals. Historical data shows transfers ranging from thousands to over millions of dollars over the years. So yeah, his wallet is growing because people just keep adding to it. Like, it's kind of like a burn wallet, but some people are even betting on prediction markets out there. Like, is Satoshi Nakamoto going to move the Bitcoin over? So people will always print on that and try to make some money off of it. But no, so yeah, Tucker Carlson, he just doesn't get it. He will get in when the time is right for him. It's just yeah, it doesn't matter who created it. It's just as long as we can prove the code works, it's transparent, so we can. That's all that matters. So Carlson, he will get in. But let's continue on. What else do I have for you? What else is going on in the news? Let's see. We have, I think, a new study chart on stablecoins become global macroeconomic force as transactions reach $46 trillion. So I think this is about like 1% of the US dollars in circulation is in stablecoins. So yeah, let's go cover this article, which comes from Cointelegraph. So a new A16Z report finds that stablecoin now account for over 1% of US dollars in circulations as institutions and fintechs get involved. Now, the cryptocurrency market in 2025 is increasingly being shaped by institutional adoption and the rise of stablecoins. Now, underscoring rapid advances in blockchain technology capable of supporting broader mainstream use, according to the venture capital firm Andreessen Horowitz. In its latest State of Crypto report at A16Z, it highlighted the growing involvement of traditional financial giants such as BlackRock, Visa, Fidelity, and JP Morgan Chase, alongside fintech companies like Stripe, PayPal, and Robinhood, all of which are expanding their presence in the digital asset space. Now, improvements is underlying blockchain infrastructure, and they are driving part of this growth, with some networks now processing over 3,400 transactions per second, a more than 100-fold increase in throughput over the past 5 years. Now, this technological progress has fueled the continued adoption of stablecoins, fiat-pegged digital tokens that can move across the internet without relying on traditional payment rails. Now, the report cited $9 trillion in stablecoin transactions over the past 12 months, an 87% increase from the previous year. Now, on an unadjusted basis, stablecoin transactions were valued at $46 trillion over the same period. Now, here is a chart from stablecoins that have emerged as one of the most practical use cases in crypto, says a source. So we got PayPal, Visa, then there's the stablecoins and the ACH wires for transfers with payments. And actually, yeah, looks like it is kind of being the unadjusted and adjusted rates are definitely much higher than Visa and PayPal. But ACH wires, it's like halfway there. Dang. But in the years past, stablecoins were used mostly to settle speculative crypto trades. As of the last couple of years, they have become the fastest, cheapest, and most global way to send a dollar, the report said. Now, regulatory developments are also helping to drive adoption in the United States. The recently passed Genius Act established clearer oversight and reserve requirements for issuers, aiming to ensure transparency and consumer protection. In the United Kingdom, where legislation has progressed more slowly, regulators are working toward introducing a stablecoin framework by the end of next year. Oh my gosh, that is so slow. But beyond stablecoins, A16Z noted growing institutional participation across the crypto sector, citing the rise of spot exchange-traded funds and initiatives from major institutions including Citigroup, Fidelity, JP Morgan, and Morgan Stanley to offer or expand crypto-related services. Now, beyond institutional participation, A16Z estimates that the number of monthly crypto users has grown to between 40 million and 70 million. And the source is from their own numbers. But yeah, 40 to 70 million estimated monthly active users. Monthly active addresses are at 181 million. And the global of crypto owners is 716 million. So there are billions of people in the world, so we are getting there. But stablecoins are a global macroeconomic force. One of the key takeaways from the State of Crypto report is that stablecoins are becoming what a 16Z calls a global macroeconomic force. The report notes that more than 1% of all US dollars now exist as stablecoins on public blockchains. Now, according to A16Z, stablecoins collectively hold more than $150 billion in US treasuries, making them the 17th largest holder of the US government debt, ahead of many sovereign nations. Now, this is a significant share of the exposure that comes from Tether, the market leader, which holds roughly 127 billion worth of treasury bills. Overall, the stablecoin market has expanded to about 316 billion, according to data from CoinMarketCap. And in addition to Tether's USDT and Circle's USDC, both fully collateralized stablecoins, Athena Synthetic Dollar, which is USDE, has been gaining traction within a circulation supply of about 11 billion. So stablecoins are coming around, but the leaders are still Tether and USDC. And the other ones, I wouldn't even touch them unless you're using ours with private key capital, which is coming out soon. But yeah, we are going to be having a stablecoin with our private key capital bank. If you want to know more information, go to bitcoinben.io about that, which is the link right there to get more information. But yeah, so there's so much stuff going on. But no, stablecoins are gaining so much adoption around the world. I think, like it is said, like literally 1% of the world is literally utilizing it right now, or no, it's like 1-to-1 to the dollar now. So what's it going to be like when it's at 2%? All I know is the more stable coins out there is more bullish, or the more value that's in stable coins, like market cap value, is more bullish for Bitcoin and all the other altcoins out there, because when you have that much easy, like monetary energy just can easily flow into any of those sectors. It's a lot simpler to do than going from the banking system into the crypto space. But if it's just set in a stable coin, it's so much easier to go wherever you like. But yeah, so that is our stablecoin news. Let me answer this text message I got. So I'm going to play a quick ad for us, and we will be right back after these messages.
What if I told you a truck driver cracked the code to building a crypto empire? Meet Bitcoin Ben. He went from driving 18-wheelers to creating 6 different ways for regular people to stack Bitcoin and build wealth. This isn't just another crypto course. This is a complete ecosystem where you earn while you learn. First up, the confidential bulk purchase program. Get Bitcoin at wholesale prices through group buying power. Then there's Home to HODL. Convert your home equity directly into Bitcoin instead of cash. Need funding? The Loans for Bitcoin program gets you the capital to buy more crypto. Want passive income? Private Key Capital puts your Bitcoin to work. Hungry for something different? Bitcoin Ben's tokenized beef lets you invest in real cattle backed by blockchain technology. And if you want to mine, Bitcoin Ben's mining program gets you started with the right equipment and knowledge. But here's the kicker. Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club pays you to learn. Earn 10% on direct referrals, 5% on second level, 2% on third level. This might be the only membership where you make more than you pay. Ben went from 10 years behind the wheel to becoming the world's most unlikely crypto expert. Now he's sharing everything through live training, community events, and proven systems that work. Ready to stop watching from the sidelines? Join Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club today and start stacking sats while building your financial future. Your truck driving days are over. Your crypto empire starts now.
And we're back in. Yes, I got my text message out, told her I'll be able to call her after the show. But yes, guys, start stacking stats now. The Crypto Club has many ways to help you out. Go to bitcoinben.io. We can turn your home into equity to get Bitcoin. We offer confidential bulk crypto purchases to get private Bitcoin, which is the best way to do it, not use the centralized exchange route. And we can help you get a loan. So like there's so many partnerships that you get by being a club member. So give us a check out, go to that club, or give us a call at 941-413-8080. Now let's continue on with the news. What else is going on? We got some more Ethereum accumulation going on. So someone's buying the dip. And who is it? It is Bitmine. So yes, Bitmine adds 63,539 Ethereum worth $251.6 million. They now control 2.73% of the supply. So crazy. Now, Ethereum is under selling pressure once again, testing a critical support level as the broader crypto market continues to struggle for bullish momentum. Now, altcoins are losing strength across the board, and growing concerns among traders has fueled renewed talk of a potential bear market. The recent downturn has pushed Ethereum closer to its key technical levels, with investors closely watching whether it can maintain the support of it as support or if another leg down is imminent. However, not everyone is bearish. On-chain data from Look On-Chain reveals that BitMine, one of the largest Ethereum holders, just made a massive purchase, acquiring 63,539 Ethereum, worth approximately $251.6 million. Now, large, timely purchases during drawdowns don't guarantee a reversal, but they often reveal where deep pockets participants think value sits. So at a minimum, it injects fresh demand at a moment when sentiment is fragile and reactive. So from here, the tape matters. If ETH can hold this support and compress into higher lows, the market may start to treat the recent sell-off as a shakeout rather than a regime shift. Now, lose it decisively, and the bear market calls will likely get louder. For now, though, Ethereum sits at the crossroads, pressure building, skepticism rising, and one sizable buy hinting that the story isn't finished yet. Now, BitMine adds Ethereum amid the market's weakness. So according to Look On-Chain, Ethereum whale BitMine made a major move just 8 hours ago. 3 newly created wallets received a total of 63,539 Ethereum, worth approximately $251.6 million from Kraken and BitGo. Now, the on-chain activity sparked renewed discussions among analysts as such large-scale transfers during a period of selling pressure often reflect institutional accumulation rather than routine repositioning. Now, this addition pushes BitMine's holdings to 3,299,553 Ethereum tokens. That is valued at around $13.07 billion. Now, this represents roughly 2.73% of Ethereum's total circulating supply. Now, the sheer scale of this position places BitMine among the most influential holders of Ethereum, capable of impacting both sentiment and liquidity across the network. Now, analysts often interpret these types of movements as confidence signals, particularly when they occur in periods of heightened volatility. Now, at the time when Ethereum is struggling to maintain key support levels and broader market confidence, it is fragile. So such accumulation could serve as a stabilizing force or at least a psychological one. Now, historically, similar whale activity has preceded local price recoveries as supply tightens and market participants reassess their short-term bearish bias. Now, still, the broader context cannot be ignored. Ethereum remains vulnerable to the macro headwinds, and on-chain flow alone may not offset the systematic selling. Now, what's clear, however, is that BitMine's latest accumulation stands out as a show of conviction, an assertive move that suggests some large holders still view current price levels as a long-term opportunity rather than a signal of deeper decline. Now, this is testing a pivotal price level. So on the 3-day chart, Ethereum is attempting to stabilize after a period of sharp selling pressure. Currently, it's trading around $3,871. The broader structure still shows an uptrend, but recent candles reveal clear slowdown in bullish momentum. After peaking near $4,800, Ethereum entered a correction that brought price back toward the 50-period moving average, which is the blue line, which now serves as a key short-term support level. So that is this line right here, the blue one. Oh, wait, no, here it is. I missed that one. Am I colorblind? No. So there's the support level that we are seeing right now. But this zone has historically acted as a pivot during the mid-cycle consolidations, and holding above it would keep Ethereum within a healthy market structure. However, if Ethereum loses this level, the next significant support lies between $3,400 and $3,500, where the 100-period green and the 200-period red moving average converge, which is in an area that often attracts long-term buyers. Now to the upside though, Ethereum needs a decisive close above 4,000 to 4,200 to regain its momentum and potentially retest the $4,500 resistance, which has been a strong rejection level since late September. Now overall, the 3D chart paints the picture of short-term weakness within a broader bullish framework. Ethereum's ability to defend its mid-range support will determine whether this correction evolves into accumulation or signals to start a deeper market. And yeah, I agree with the first part before this testing pivotal part that the big guys players, it shows their conviction. They understand what Ethereum is. Ethereum is some people called it the digital silver because we always claimed Bitcoin was digital gold, but I always viewed Litecoin as the digital silver, but I considered Ethereum the digital steel because it's the platform that you build stuff on. It's not the currency you're not going to be using. It's not going to be a reserve, but it's for projects and businesses and everyone's just to adopt that technology into it. So it's something you build upon it, not just you're going to be utilizing it. So that's why I think it's the steel, and it's going to work out in the long run. I don't think it's going to be a long time until maybe somebody can come par with it. Like, I know there's always been Solana, Cardano, some other project claim to be the Ethereum killers out there, but no, Ethereum's going to be around quite a bit of time. And so, yeah, these players just understand that, okay, let's get an early investment in it, because they're playing in the long run, not just a short-term game. They'll be playing it like in 10 years. It's like, okay, they know where it's going to be going at that point. So yeah, so that is Ethereum's bullish news. Now, what else do I have? Let's see. We got some, it looks like Ledger just came out with a new wallet. Now, I am not a fan of the Ledger wallets. I just don't like the company for when they had that one project that came out to help recover your seed phrase. I didn't like it. I know a lot of the crypto community didn't like it, so that's why I usually don't promote them or don't even like using them. I also didn't like their platform. I didn't think it worked as smoothly as others out there. But hey, if you like it, kudos. Keep using it. It's on you. We all have the free will to choose whatever wallet we want. If we feel safe with it, okay, go for it. But it looks like they just came out with a new model, and that one is the Nano Crypto Hardware. It doesn't even give a name. Let me go into it. So, oh yes, it is. So it's the Ledger Nano Gen 5. It is a totally redesigned and features exclusive badges from legendary Apple icon designer Susan Kerr. So this is the latest Nano Crypto hardware wallet. Now it adds a punch to personality, I guess. Now, crypto hardware wallet maker Ledger is leaning into personality and fun with its latest product rollout, introducing the new Ledger Nano Gen 5, which features a series of badges developed by artist Susan Kerr, the influential designer of early Apple Macintosh iconography. Now, Kerr's badges can be used to personalize the firm's newest Nano device, which is designed to expand crypto users' understanding of the brand beyond that of merely just a hardware wallet provider. Now, Ledger said that Kerr was brought in by iPod co-creator Tony Fadell, who joined the Ledger board last year after previously creating its Stacks wallet. Now, if we were going to complete the touchscreen line, we knew that meant bringing the classic Nano forward, and so it would only make sense if we thought about a digital art component within this Ledger. Now, the Ledger EVP of Marketing and Communications, Ariel Rengroff, told Decrypt that everyone making all of this art that's made by AI, would it mean to actually go back to the basics? And who's incredible artist that evokes these pivotal moments of consumer adoption, she said, of working with is Kerr. Now, here is that new Nano Gen 5. So, okay, it looks like a bigger touchscreen than, say, the Trezor wallet is. The Trezor wallet touchscreen, oh my gosh, it's so tiny, so many people have problems with it. But hey, this one at least looks big enough where you can actually touch the screen. But Kerr's imprint on consumer adoption extends back to the 1980s when she developed the Happy Mac iconography that greeted users when booting up their Mac devices. Last year, she brushed up against crypto, releasing an NFT collection called Esk Keys that featured her familiar style. Alongside the more personalized device, Ledger is shifting the narrative surrounding its products, no longer referring to them as hardware wallets, and instead referring them to as signers, to more accurately characterize the device's role in crypto and blockchain activity. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to take off. People are still going to call them hardware wallets, signers. Yeah, change the next generation, because that's how you change lingo, really. But yeah, so they're, in my eyes, I'll probably still be calling it hardware wallets. This is what I'm programmed to see. But they're changing the name to signers. Yeah, I know, right? But there's a misnomer that a hardware wallet means that I have a device and my crypto is in my device, Rengoff said. We'll see this time and time again where we think everybody gets it, and then something happens and it's so clear that they don't. So the term hardware wallet has become synonymous with securing crypto, contributing to the misunderstanding that the physical hardware device actually holds crypto assets, much like a physical wallet would hold dollar bills. So yeah, that is a big misconception. Instead, however, they merely allow users to manage a set of private and public keys or crypto wallets via a physical device that adds a layer of security given its detachment from the internet. Now, according to Rengroff, some of the difficulty in understanding the Ledger's true role may come from the classic Nano's industrial design, which makes it look like a USB drive or a portable memory device, which contains files and data. Now, Rengoff said that the firm is debunking that idea. We're going to myth bust this right now, she said. Actually, what you do with your Ledger is you're securing, authorizing your signature, and now we're going through a revolution of value. At first, it was only Bitcoin. Now there's so many other things you can use with your crypto that you're authorizing. So again, that is what your wallet's doing. You're just signing transactions, which has the key to allow you to do it. But ledgers have historically been used to authorize the signature required when taking an action on the blockchain, like moving crypto assets or selling a meme coin. But with additional features like Bluetooth and NFC technology, the signers can allow you to protect other logins with passkeys. Now, in the same vein as the signer rebrand, Ledger is also renaming Ledger Live, its portfolio tracker and asset management application, to Ledger Wallet, more accurately describing its role among the Ledger project. So a lot of name changes going on with Ledger. Now, when I first joined the brand, it was much more still known as a utility, and it was probably more of a hodler mindset, said Rengloff, who has been with Ledger since 2021. But success for the brand and its products have shifted as opportunities to participate in crypto have grown and taken different forms. Now, we continue to look at the success as having more customers who are doing more things regularly with Ledger, she said. The firm's latest device, and the Ledger Nano Gen 5, is available directly through the website or via its retail partner worldwide for $179. So yeah, if you want to get this wallet, totally go for it. And yeah, it's called a signer now. So yeah, if you want this signer, go get it. And then I just can't get over the name change still. But yeah, so that's what it was. And what was I going to say about that? I totally forgot. Like, let's see. Like, it was Ledger's. When I first joined, it was much more of a brand name. Man, my mind just totally went off right now. Just talking about this. We continue successfully. So what was the extra features on here with the art? I don't even know. It's an NFT collection you get. It's going to have like your special feature. But there's just going to be a lot of name changes. So Ledger Wallet instead of Ledger Live, instead of Hardware Wallet, we're calling it Signers. But that is our Ledger news. Now, speaking of devices, let's talk about the Solana Saga. I think I mentioned this, but didn't actually cover it in an article. But the Solana Saga loses security updates and support following the Seeker phone rollout. So there's not going to be any more support for the older first generation phone because now it's just strictly going to their newer models. But Solana Mobile will no longer provide software updates and security patches to its first generation Android phone, the Saga. Now, Solana Mobile is discontinuing its support for the Solana Saga smartphone and will no longer offer software updates for the first generation crypto handset. Now, the firm announced on Monday, as a result, new software updates and security patches will not be provided for the 20,000 Saga devices that were produced, now with support only handling general inquiries moving forward. Now, software updates and security patches are no longer provided for Saga devices, a community manager in the Solana Mobile Discord community said on Monday, thanks to all of our Saga users for being part of this journey. Now, the firm also thanked Saga holders on its website, adding their feedback was invaluable in shaping the next chapter of Solana Mobile. And the Saga was last upgraded to Android 14, first released in 2023, and its final security update is from November 2024. Now, Solana first released the Saga, an Android phone with baked-in crypto features like a secure seed vault and a decentralized app store in April 2023 to limited fanfare. But the phone earned a rush of demand later that year after airdrops tied to the phone surged in value, providing holders with potentially thousands of dollars in rewards. Now, it's essentially obsolete in just over 2 years, far less time than the mark used by Apple to characterize its mobile devices as vintage or obsolete, which only happened after more than 7 years from release. Now, Google similarly offers 7 years of software support for its Pixel phones, while Samsung has matched that window for some devices. Now, granted, the end of this software support doesn't mean that the device will stop working. They remain operational for owners, and of course, the crypto features are still running as usual. So a Solana mobile AI support agent told Decrypt that Saga wallets can also be restored on other devices due to the following the same seed standard. Now, with Saga support ending, Solana Mobile is now solely focused on its second phone, the Seeker, a cheaper, similarly crypto-focused mobile device. And announced shortly after the airdrop rush and sellout of the Saga, the Seeker earned more than 150,000 pre-sale orders and began shipping them to users in August. Now, the second generation Solana phone comes with some of the same features as its predecessors, like the built-in seed vault, but it has upgraded hardware and newer features like the Seeker ID, an improved decentralized app store, and additionally, it comes with plans for a native ecosystem token, the SKR, an incentive for builders and users that align the ecosystem and its outcomes. Details about the token have not been revealed yet, but the Solana mobile website indicates it will go directly to the builders and users. Now, Decrypt reviewed the Solana Seeker in August and found it to be a capable mid-range Android phone that provides a more measured offering than the Saga, arriving at half the launch price and with some user-friendly upgrades in tow. So again, if you have the Saga, if you're one of those 20,000 people who got one, you can still utilize the phone and everything. Just the support is over, and it's now they're seeking to improve the Seeker. But just two little device changes going on, both from one from Ledger and then one from Solana. I didn't order this phone. Did you guys get it? Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, so that was it. Now let's move on to our, let's see, do I got two articles or one? I'm going to say really just one more article. We'll do a mention on the Robinhood fintech giant Robinhood embraces Binance Coin and Hyperliquid. So now, the stock exchange trading platform app is now going to allow you to use BNB and Hype token on there. So if you want to make purchases, you can. So are these bullish news articles for these two tokens? You'd bet your bottom dollar it is. But let's continue on with our final news article because I got to get ready to go to the club out here in Vegas. But juggernaut in making. This is the prediction market news. The Polymarket's value may jump 10x to 15 billion with its new funding. Now, let me just make sure my screen is correct. Yes, we're still on the correct screen. But Polymarket continues to expand its mainstream reach with new partnerships, teaming up with the DraftKings, the NHL, and OpenAI's World Project. Now, prediction market Polymarket is in early talks with investors to raise funds at a valuation of $12 billion to $15 billion, potentially marking a tenfold surge from 4 months ago, Bloomberg reported on Thursday, citing people familiar with the matter. This follows a $200 million round in June led by Peter Thiel's founder fund, which valued the startup at $1 billion earlier this month. Now, Intercontinental Exchange, the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange, announced plans to invest up to $2 billion in Polymarket at an $8 billion valuation. Now, Polymarket's main rival, Kalshi, is also reportedly in talks for new funding that would value it at over $10 billion, more than double its worth from weeks ago when it raised $300 million at a $5 billion valuation. Now, Cointelegraph reached out to Polymarket for comment, but had not received a response by this publication. But Polymarket did partner with DraftKings and the NHL. Polymarket has been expanding its partnership. CEO Shane Copeland recently announced that DraftKings will use the platform as clearinghouse for its entry into prediction markets. Now, the National Hockey League has signed multi-year agreements with Polymarket and Kalshi, naming both as official prediction market partners. On Wednesday, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman's digital identity project, World, formerly known as WorldCoin, announced that it is expanding into the prediction market as well by integrating Polymarket. Now, World App, a mobile application that combines a digital wallet with the world's decentralized identity tool, the World ID, has integrated the Polymarket app. Now, prediction markets see record weekly trading volume. I believe this is our next narrative going on right now because I'm seeing lots of prediction markets news. It was in South Park. It was it's hitting, mainstream media. But global interest in prediction markets has reached new levels with weekly trading volume surpassing $2 billion for the first time in mid-October, according to the data from Dune Data via Dune Analytics. But during the week, Polymarket saw over $1 billion in trading volume, capturing 52.3% of the total market activity. Meanwhile, rival Kalshi accounted for about $950 million, or 47% of that total as well. And that's that graph chart showcasing it. So prediction markets are getting pretty bullish in the narrative scene right now. Have you guys played with them? I still need to set up my VPN to start playing with at least Polymarkets, have some fun with it. But again, this is a fun way to put some bets out there, whether it be politics, but now I guess soon be NHL betting, games, DraftKings. So much more is coming to us. So more stuff's going to be happening in this space and AI. So woo. But that's it for the news today, guys. Thank you all for being here. Let's take a look at our Fear and Greed Index, see how fearful people are. But Bitcoin is currently sitting at 109,000, or roughly 110. It's there. Let's let that load up. Let's go back over here to take a look at the fear and greed index, which will pop up right here. Is it this one? I was off. We are at a 28 fear, so we inched closer to our extreme fear territory since yesterday. Yesterday was at a 29, so yep, just 1 point down. But I don't know, why are people all bearish right now? I'm sure that'll start going up because there was some bullish news. We had, again, Trump pardons CZ, and he's in the community loves CZ and Binance, so yeah, that is bullish news. And also, again, it's speculative right now, but hey, if this actually happens, if they end the quantitative tightening next week, same with the shutdown, it's like bullish news is coming. So yeah, so I don't know why people are so fearful. Just, again, follow the fundamentals, because again, it doesn't matter who created Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, it doesn't matter. We can verify. We verify. We verify, not just trust. But yeah, so that is it, guys. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Let me go back over here. Yeah, if you're in the Las Vegas area, come to the club. I'm doing the class here in about an hour. So yeah, we're going to talk about the big debate of crypto energy. So that's going to be a fun class. So for those of you who are going to be a part of it, I will see you then. Everyone else, I will see you tomorrow. Last day here in Vegas, then I go to California. So everyone have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.
What if I told you a truck driver cracked the code to building a crypto empire? Meet Bitcoin Ben. He went from driving 18-wheelers to creating 6 different ways for regular people to stack Bitcoin and build wealth. This isn't just another crypto course. This is a complete ecosystem where you earn while you learn. First up, the confidential bulk purchase program. Get Bitcoin at wholesale prices through group buying power. Then there's Home to HODL. Convert your home equity directly into Bitcoin instead of cash. Need funding? The Loans for Bitcoin program gets you the capital to buy more crypto. Want passive income? Private Key Capital puts your Bitcoin to work. Hungry for something different? Bitcoin Ben's tokenized beef lets you invest in real cattle backed by blockchain technology. And if you want to mine? Bitcoin Ben's mining program gets you started with the right equipment and knowledge. But here's the kicker. Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club pays you to learn. Earn 10% on direct referrals, 5% on second level, 2% on third level. This might be the only membership where you make more than you pay. Ben went from 10 years behind the wheel to becoming the world's most unlikely crypto expert. Now he's sharing everything through live training, community events, and proven systems that work. Ready to stop watching from the sidelines? Join Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club today and start stacking sats while building your financial future. Your truck driving days are over. Your crypto empire starts now.